It is so easy to take a look at these reports every month, Commissioner Hall, and have a spirit of fear as opposed to hope. I've chosen hope. When I think about from whence we come, and the chart here tells the story very clearly, back in January of 2009, we were in deep trouble. President Obama came in with a patient that is our economic system that was in deep trouble and was in intensive care. He took that situation and turned it around. I don't know how many people have ever been in intensive care, but it takes time to heal. And I do believe that our country has come a long way. Is it where we want it to be? No. I wish that we could wave a magic wand and the folks who come to me on a daily basis in my district, the ones who are saying that they cannot find jobs, I wish they could find them. But the fact still remains is that we have come a long way, and we do have a long way to go. I've often said that in these hearings, when we hear our job reports on a monthly basis, the question becomes so often, when do we root for the home team? When do we acknowledge progress? When do we give this president, this administration, this Congress credit for what we are accomplishing? We must keep in mind that 60% of the GDP is consumer spending. And my good friend, Mr. Brady, is absolutely right. It's about confidence. But the fact remains is that one of the things to get that confidence going is going back to what the chairwoman talked about in most of her speech this morning. We've got to get people employed, but we also have to make sure that those who aren't employed and cannot find jobs through no fault of their own have some kind of way of making it from day to day. Sometimes I listen to my colleagues on the other side, and I wonder, what do you say? And maybe they've never been in those situations where a person just couldn't find a job. So what do you say to the person who can't find a job? Just go and die? Just get lost? No empathy? No nothing? Because through no fault of their own? And so I'm hoping too, Madam Chair, that the Senate will act. I think it's very sad that we leave for a 4th of July vacation, and when the fireworks are going off and people are having fun, there will be a lot of people throughout our country who will not be able to, they're not trying to get down, as I've often said, to Disney World. They're just trying to get to the nearest amusement park. They're not trying to eat steak. They're simply trying to get a hamburger. Folks who are just trying to live their lives, people who were doing fine a few years ago, doing fine before the country was put in intensive care through no fault of their own, doing fine while others were getting, at AIG and other big firms were getting major bonuses for millions of dollars for running our country into the gutter. And so, again, one of the things that we did not talk about yet this morning is that a lot of people at the beginning of this week were saying, oh, the sky is going to fall and we will move from 9.7 to 9.9. I heard it all week. Not a mumbling word yet about the fact that the unemployment rate went down to 9.5. Hello, rooting for the home team. We still have a lot to do. But the fact still remains is that we have come a long way. And the chairwoman is right. We're going in the right direction. And I think that this Congress, there are things that this Congress can do, and working with this president to speed that process up. And so I choose hope as opposed to fear. With that, Madam Chair, I yield back.